Are we on the stream? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Easy Clap versus Noot in League Zero Advanced Division. I'm going to be one of your casters, Payne, and
And
joining
I'm
me
EQO,
is
fellow caster.
haha, caster buddies.
We got one heck of a game. Are we allowed to cuss? Or can we say heck?
We can,
Can we say, all right, this is going to be one heck of a game between two looking
great.
strong. But last week they slipped against Hangzhou Bark in one of the biggest upsets in advance so far. And Noot forfeited. This is two teams on a big decline trying to claw themselves back up the rankings.
Yes, it's definitely going to be a marking to see who can potentially get back on that rise and get out of that slump that they're in, and who's going to be going all the way down to the bottom. Who do you think's going to win, EQ?
Noot forfeited last game. I have to give it to Easy Clap. Like they looked competitive against Hangzhou. It wasn't like a super intense game, but they put up a fight well enough to take a map, and they actually got close on one or two others. Noot just they didn't even get through map one. Like let that sink in. The first forfeit in all of League Zero. Like I just can't see them coming back as easily as Easy Clap.
I don't know, man. Coming back from a forfeit is probably much easier than coming back from a lost game.
Well, Flair's what I've heard is Flair is like on point with his diva. He's looking to prove you wrong. Like from what I've heard, he like crazy, and then he always seems to get picks on supports at the least expected times. If anyone is to be looked out for, I would say him. He's going to.
I'll take your word for it, but you know, Easy Clap lost to Hongjiao Bark, and Hongjiao Bark, you look at them, they're a -4 map differential, 1-2.
Easy Clap doesn't want to talk about that.
Well, you know.
However, the best player to ever walk the earth is still on Noot.
And who is that, EQO?
That is their off support main shot caller, voted for PlatChat's MVP last year in their semifinal game. Not get enough credit, and he gets all the credit in the world. Drag this team kicking and screaming to a victory this time around.
I'll take your word for it, EQO. I feel like we definitely
No
got
matter
an
how much,
interesting series.
yeah, no matter how much throwers like Nub will try to sabotage it. No offense, Nub.
All right. I wonder what map we're gonna see. What map do you feel like Easy Clap's gonna choose? And what do you feel like is an easy
Personally,
clap?
oh well, they just chose themselves. I was gonna say I think Busan because they tend to do a lot better on DPS comps, but here we have it. It is in fact Busan, and we are about to head into the first match.
Just waiting on the ready from both teams.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, I mean, we predicted. What do you think the score line's gonna be?
I'm gonna say 3-1 Easy Clap.
Personally, I'm thinking this could actually be a 3-2 for Easy Clap. Like I think Noot's going to make it really close. They're gonna like try their hardest because it's surprising that they're 0-3. They have some real superstars from season 0 on their team. One of the star players, the main tank. Then they have they have the two best players from PlatChat, the third place team. And then sprinkled in with some other really solid people, like to be 0-3 heading in. And I still think they have potential to do well. And I think
You
they're
know,
going to show it, just not like follow through all the way.
you know what I'm wondering? Because it's probably because I wasn't here. I didn't see anything last week because I was in novice division. But where is Jason? Because when I was doing the Chengdu Chads versus Easy Clap, Jason was one of the big key figures in letting Easy Clap get that W. I'm just wondering, where is Jason? Where do you think Jason is?
Personally, I mean, it is, you know, Memorial Day weekend. I think he might just be out for that. Like, if anything, it should be that, because I don't think there's going to be that much tension already in order for him to have to sit out for any reason other than just personal family. Maybe there are,
That's probably a good. That's probably a good.
you know,
Good.
who knows? Maybe his supposed sub has been doing really well in scrims.
So it looks like since, we might. I'm hoping we might see a
I think it's
Teresa
just going to be
Thor?
goats from Easy Clap, but honestly, this
I'm
could
hoping
work
for
from
the
Noot.
Arisa
Like,
Tor.
they
Arisa
could
Tor would
bunker
make
the high
something.
ground.
The Arisa Tor would make something this
Oh
very interesting.
no, unfortunate.
It's gonna be
You got
goats
the
on
goats fest
both
going in.
sides.
Second mirror matchup.
Looks like they're all going top different ways. They're about to clash into each other.
They're playing around the pole really well. See who makes the first over aggression.
The Ryans are swinging away.
Sure, he gets caught out, discorded.
Oh no.
Everyone just converges upon them.
And they're sent
Quick
all
first
back.
fight for Noot.
You know, but that's good, because did you see that disengage there that Noot had, that Easy Clap had? That was a
Yeah.
really good disengage. They only lost 3 players, didn't feed, they're ready to go, and they performed a whole new
Ults look
strategy. I
nearly,
like this.
yeah, the ults look nearly even, which you rarely see in a, after the first fight. This could go either way, and with Easy Clap pushing onto the point, they are challenging Noot to come in.
That was a clean lost fight from them. It's like
Turkey, one of the, oh no.
oh,
Early, I guess.
that's an unfortunate death coming out from Norse dude.
The shield breaks, Neglect goes down soon after his shield.
What's this? Are they
And
gonna
they
be able
turn
to
it
throw it
around.
back? Spectre actually invests with his ult.
However,
No, this
Oh.
looks good for the Easy Clap. Norse dude is back.
still anyone's game with Neglect about to come in himself.
Oh, that was a wasted ult from Norse dude.
Through
That's
the chatter, but
the support ults do in fact come out, trying to help in any way they can. And
trying to call this one out.
that is all by himself. He's
Oh.
getting pulled out all alone.
And it's over. Let's see. Can any staggers come in?
Vasquez is heading back as fast as he can.
Oh, there
and he
is.
makes it. Now,
And-
we're going to really have to look out because Easy Clap's just looking so good. They had such a good disengage, and they're having such a great engage. And ultimate-wise, they may be pretty even, but if you look at it, Easy Clap's coming up on 4 ults. While Newton only has 3. And Neglect's all by himself. He can get stranded out there, and they're going in. He does get stunned. He's taking so much damage, and there he goes. But they did, in fact, this is not bad. This is not bad at all, EQO, because Kaki
Grab
did
into that.
and
No,
that's a
they're
really good
taking-
trade.
He used the grab for that though. That was their big setup play.
But if you look at it now, they don't have any defensive ults.
That
And
is
Noot has
Spectre ulted.
Shatter, they have Rally, they're coming up on Self-Destruct, and both of their defensive ults. They're winning the ultimate economy.
But Baz has to get his barrier fast because the grab bomb is very much an option. All 3 tank ults are online. Supports are going to have to come up big. And here it is. The grab bomb.
Oh, what a
Everything's
shatter!
in. It is huge. Where? Oh, 98 to sound barrier. That could have been saved. But at last, Easy Clap holds. One of the cleanest combos I have seen.
That was amazing.
Ropes, 1 fight left.
When I said they were winning the ultimate economy, though, that's down the drain now.
Oh. And
Neglect
as all
wasted shatter.
do, when they only have one fight left, they go far right.
They're trying to make up for this, and investing sound they're into it. Hopefully trying to get a will. And North Dude does go down, but Neglect follows just like that.
The barrier, they tried to push in, but they just traded evenly, and even
Noot
now
is
Endless
very
pushing
disorganized
back.
right now. They are not getting any kills except for the main tank. I'm wondering if the shot calling is doing all right for Noot.
Nub caught out on point. Neglect's trying to come back in, but that was
Neglect all by himself, no support. He basically just cut himself off.
To try to touch this. My question is, can they stay alive? No, they cannot stay alive on the way to full 6. Darkanian grabbed on his own, and it looks like this is round 1 going to easy clap.
You know, really looking at it, it really looks like that Noot only had one good fight where they got the win, and that was because Spectre was out of position. It's unlucky. They looked really disorganized. I'm gonna have to say, after Neglect died at the point, they didn't have any shot calling. No one told them like who to focus. Kaki was getting focused on one end and by a diva, and the whole other team was focusing other people. Like, it was just very disorganized.
Yeah, I'm seeing like some novice league mistakes from Noot. Like, I'm seeing like that exact issue where like 2 different targets are called, both those targets go down to 25% health, but like the team keeps on screaming both targets, so neither of them die, and it just leads to a big turnaround from Easy Clap.
Once again, Easy Clap really, really shining.
Is Endless gonna actually stick with the McCree? Please? He is!
Apparently.
Here we go! I mean, I sure hope they realize that this is current patch McCree. He does not fire a machine gun with his primary fire yet.
But he still has that right click, which can be used very good, especially with tanks. So if he applies that well, especially since we're not in a pro league, that could be used.
I think Neglect saw that McCree and he just instantly swapped off Winston, because I saw him leaping out of spawn at the start. But
they're going for it. You're looking at Endless, he's just dealing damage to that shield, not letting anything happen. Neglect is
not enough.
But with Northdude out, they have the advantage. But Neglect
thing, fight Neglect.
Neglect, again, by himself, not able to do anything.
However, in the end, Endless got a lot of ult charge, but it was all to no avail. First again.
Once again, Easy Clap loses the first fight, but
and they
not
are
a great disengage coming out from them this time. With the ult economy,
yeah, that was a lot worse since they swapped off their comp, so now they have no tank ults except for halfway to shatter.
Yeah, this is gonna be unfortunate. And Neglect's just going in, and Norse. Oh, that was such a good stun. He couldn't do anything against that, and just melted. Noot looking a little bit back together now.
Looks like
Spectre's still not dead yet.
Someone else has gone down, and it's back in the spawn.
At this point, the only thing Easy Clap can do is just hope to build some ults to get an advantage in the fight, because we know this is Easy Clap. Easy Clap is able to do really turn this around, but we just gotta wait for it. There comes the defensive ults.
My question is up.
Looks like a grab shatter.
Yeah, that was a big mistake. Personally, like if there was a Diva Bomb, I would not have put trans. I would have taken that lost fight, gained the ultimate advantage, and waited to repush. But they decided to ult into that, and they paid for it.
Yeah, this stage does not look good for Easy Clap right now. Noot's already at 75%. There's only been like what, 3 team fights?
Yeah. Noot's like the star power I was talking about before the match. Like their individual plays making up for any issues they've had with teamwork.
Yeah. Let's see if Noot can forces out to a third map, or
sound barrier
is able to force this out right now. Nurse invests the shatter but does not get anything, but Neglect comes back with a 3-man. That's huge. No one's able to do anything though, but Spectre does in fact go down. Norse
And
making
it
up.
looks like it is a good round. Noot should take
Yeah.
it, bar any miracle.
Norse charging at a weird time. So we should probably tell him to
It's
decline
just
that.
alone then on point, and he dies, and so does the chances.
That was a very interesting fight. You
What?
know, I knew something was
prime-
wrong from the fact that they did
See,
not
with
have such a
Clap
great
right now is
clean
like
disengage.
they use beat to engage. They don't save it for anything. They like beat and they scream push in. But Noot backs up, waits for the beat to expire, and then they just punish Easy Clap's over aggression. That's the second time I've seen Ben just ult to enter the fight.
I've never seen a team do a mental reset that fast and come out so well.
Let's see. And we are continuing the Goats Fest.
Just a bit. Easy Clap is not taking that chance with the McCree. Not again.
Both teams trying to go straight to the... What is that drum called? Like, does it have an official name?
I just call it Big Drum. Oh no!
They
button
both
out of
took a
position.
big drum and Easy Clap. First pick. Will Noot cap first this time?
They do have the disadvantage. I'm not sure if Easy Clap can't.
Oh, neglected one.
back.
The whole
Out
team.
there.
That was a big
Another
boop from Ben. He goes down, and as soon as they clear off the diva, it's over.
Although the supports are able to get out pretty quickly. Aki,
But
pushing up.
like that was a poor disengage from Noot. I mean, look at the ultimate advantage. Norse dude's about to have a shatter. Neglect is just barely a quarter of the way there. I feel like Norse is going to try to throw in a shatter just to surprise them. Like as soon as they push in.
As soon as one died, they should have pushed back, and they did at first. But their main mistake was staying on point, thinking it could have been one. I'm surprised Bun was even left there.
Oh,
Norse
North
finds
dude
himself.
goes in aggressive for the shatter, but Bun gets the stun.
Bun gets this thing. Should make a
That
saying
looks
out of
like Noot with a quick retake without using any ultimates whatsoever, but to Easy Clap's credit, neither did they.
And they have six. Both
This
teams
next
all-
fight, both
all their
teams.
ults. Now it would be really funny if all of them used it in one team fight. That would be great.
That will be the most enjoyable thing about GOAT, seeing every team throw every ult in and just wondering which one connects.
Accurate representation of goats. A really clean team fight coming out from Noot. Be able to use no ults, but at the same time, it's a very clean lost team fight. So both teams doing pretty well.
The stacked support ults from Easy Clap, and that does nothing. Spectre still goes down first, and they are out of.
Oh, Neglect with another great shatter.
That was amazing from Noot. They still keep the grab bomb, but on the other end, Noot kept their support ults.
You know, Norse really tried to make up for the loss of Spectre with a shatter, but it just did not get anyone, and Neglect easily counter shattered with the proper setup from his team. It was a good teamwork coming out from Noot.
Very solid, but back in, and here we have that's. Wait,
Oh,
that did not. Oh, and the late bury. He didn't bury her for the bomb, but he did it after his team was dead. That just cost them the point.
but you have to compliment one thing, and that is surprising resilience, because they know that they can't invest both support ults into one grab.
That is
But
true.
because he did eventually use it, they wasted both support ults,
Problem
and
is-
now they're gonna have nothing to stop
We're
the
almost
upcoming
shot
grab.
calling for a grab bomb. Like they should have known, and now this might just be the last push for Noot. This Easy Clap still has another push, but they want to end it right here.
very close for both.
Rallies come out,
Norse actually getting 2.
but no one can follow up. That was some good pressure in from Neglect to stop them.
But it did win in ultimate economy. As you can see, Neglect also used his shatter and he did not get anyone. Oh no. Oh no.
Up the Rhine Shield, the Divas, Z-Mac.
Oh, but
Over. And just a shatter, just a BM shatter winning it all. Easy Clap will come out on top this first round.
it's getting very close between the two teams, but we have to say that Easy Clap's shot calling and teamwork is definitely going to be something that Easy Clap can rely on and something that's going to put them in the edge.
Yeah.
However, I'm noticing some weaknesses, especially in Norse. I don't think he's the regular main tank, and I'm thinking that shows. That or he's just a weak main tank. But he's made some questionable moves that have
true.
cost his team.
Cost
the
his
team
team, but
fights.
he comes in big whenever they're up. He seems to come in big. He just seems to overinvest when they're already down. Tab 1 just shows us, like, what do you know? Raw teamwork just beats raw skill. Like, what a shocker.
But it is very close, so we could have a series on our hands. Next map is going to be Hanamura.
Yeah.
That excites me because that means we could do some
Non-goats, non-goats, non-goats. And that means we're going to have non-goats to play against it, and it's just going to be DPS.
I'm really looking for some Bucker comps. We can have those DPS players really flex on the most mechanically required.
What do you
Which
mean
is,
that like Spectre
Bastion.
didn't pour hundreds of hours into Genji just to play Brig? Like, goal. But do you like? I think it's inevitable that we see the bunker. Do you think that the attacking team will whip out like spam comps to shatter the bunker, or will they go for the standard Genji Sombra, or will they try to run goats into it?
Honestly, I'm hoping we get to see some Genji action. I know like Spectre is actually a pretty good Genji. I have seen his Genji plays, so I'm excited to see that.
All I can say is this will hopefully be an exciting map.
I mean, Busan was a little bit boring, but it was close, and that's what matters.
At least it wasn't a goat's stomp.
At least.
And will they be running the? No, they will. No, they will not. Coming in with goats on defense.
It's going to be interesting because there are ways to fight goats, especially on this map.
Especially with all the sight lines.
This is a very big skybox, and Pharah can do a lot of things, especially if your composition is able to cater to both Pharah and other dashy type heroes.
If you look above the point, there are like ways for mobile heroes to enter and get in free damage without being contested.
But we're not going to see that. We're just going to see goats.
Please, my dreams.
Your dreams being crushed, my friend. Crushed like Norse is being thrown around right now. Oh,
Oh man, that was a very aggressive push, but it did pay off. There was no poking at the choke from Noot. They just went in. They said this was their point, and they went through with it.
It's aggressive when the Zarya barely had any time to build up energies. D'Artagnan's at like 19 energy. And especially with that aggressive a push, I would expect you to get at least, 60s. But
Yeah, this should be a snowball straight to point. They're going to, yeah, they're going to rally in, challenge them to come down, and Neglect's going to go for a shatter.
Neglect has definitely had some good shatters. I don't mind that, but he actually shatters
Oh,
into the shield.
or stopped it.
He does get flare though. That gives him the advantage. Here goes Norse. Oh no.
Are we about to see a 2 CP double cap?
Yes, we are. I thought that was a promise division thing.
This is a.
This is just a
I've
regular
never
old
seen a
snowball.
faster time. 1 minute and 26 seconds to cap
Is
both
that-
points.
Is that league record?
League 0 record. Not letting that first map loss get in their way. They are instantly making a statement there.
How long was that?
Minute 26. Big goat stomp. Do you think that? I personally think that Easy Clap does not want to run goats into them now after what we just witnessed.
That was a complete turnaround from what we saw at the very beginning of Busan.
And
Wow.
now, like Noot, at first it looked like, on Busan it was raw skill versus teamwork.
Now it's just
In the teamwork, and now it's teamwork plus raw skill.
no, you can't even tell that Easy Claps have teamwork. They're not able to do anything.
Yeah.
Very amazing coming out from Newton. I'm excited to see where this is gonna go for the team. Oh, it looks like we're actually gonna see Lux on the Mei instead of the Diva.
All right.
That's going to be
Getting
fun
some classical notes.
and very good if they can get the
Easier to play around with.
Easy
DPS
Clap is
comps.
Easy Clap definitely has to be shook from that first defense that they weren't able to really defend at
They
all.
weren't able to survive. I think they lasted 5 seconds after Noot passed through the first choke.
Their mental must be at least a little bit boomed, and this notes can be very infuriating. So let's see if they have the ability to really call out and get out that wall. Norse almost gets cut off.
Baz went for the boop. That was a really good play. They just barely missed it.
It's
However,
looking
with
really
the-
aggressive.
Or let himself get frozen and
Oh,
fight over
it looked.
these staggers. No.
That was a really good defense coming out from Noot once again. Bun on top of those stuns. Norse just can't do a thing before getting melted and frozen.
Actually, I would, if I were Easy Clap, I would swap the DPS. Without a Diva, there is nothing they can do against the DPS comp, but they want to stick with goats.
Lux just a little bit late on that wall.
And that missed wall. Easy Clap is now past the hardest part of breaking a Mei defense
But they still have to win the team fight.
to get the point and win on it.
And Lux is setting up for another wall. He's ready for it. And here they come. Let's see if he can do it.
Oh!
And he gets it!
North gets stubbed, but the wall gets shattered right away.
Here comes the Transcendence to block it.
Neglect with the fat shatter, but Transcendence was up, so there were no casualties.
There's another wall separating the group and them. Norse dude, again, going down first. That's not good.
Yeah. Find some way to keep their main tank alive. He needs to keep his shield up. He needs to block these stuns, block the freezes.
And there comes out the Mega Freeze.
Whoa, the blizzard and the sound barrier into a one fight. I'm not sure about that one, Captain.
You have to really look at it, because that won them the team fight. If she didn't ult right there,
Yeah, Norse Duke
Easy
put up
Clap
a-
wouldn't have split up like they did, because that was a definitely good zoning blizzard.
Did we need the sound barrier into that? That's the
Well,
question we'll be asking if they lose this fight.
Dude, they still have their Transcendence, so it could work out for them. That's another.
Oh, and now all the ults are going to come out from Easy Clap. This is what they were waiting for. This is the big play that won them one on Busan. And it's
Oh,
the point here. You hear that team kill coming on.
that was
Good job, well done.
a good combo. Grab, Diva, and Slam. Also, Rally, that was 4 ults, but that was worth it if they're able to get, if they were able to get their point. But they're losing time. They're already they already don't have as much as
They've already taken double the time, man. They haven't even started with their B attack.
it's not look good for Easy Clap, but if they might be able to snowball.
I mean, if they snowball, like 4 minutes is still a ton of time, but nope, never mind. Norse
Norse
gets
dies
picked off.
again.
First for this map. I think it's the
I don't-
fourth, like
I
60
think,
fights.
to be honest, I think third's too few.
Yeah, I think there's been 16 fights, and that was the 4th time he was picked off first.
You know, I don't really blame Norse because I don't really think it's his fault, but I'm definitely sure that we can compliment Basilisk and Bun for this because they're just bullying this poor man.
Yeah, well, the bubble did stop, and Basilisk got punished for that aggressive boop attempt. Just as we were talking about their inability to keep Norse up, but then Norse fails to return the favor.
You know, see what happened there was Norse. He got stunned and he got shoved, and then Neglect was able to get those good shatters. So good setup coming out from Bun to help Neglect get those fatty shatties. And there's another example of good teamwork coming out from Easy Clap. Finally, a questionable sound barrier, but Neglect was shoved into the team Easy Clap and stunned. Couldn't do anything, and that gave the Norse the ability to shatter right there.
Oh, and didn't touch.
Unfortunate and tough. Kick to the face.
That was a very good fight from Easy Clap. This game is still anyone's game. I mean, can do with a minute. Easy Clap has over 3. Alright, the real question is, can we see something other than goats? It's the second round. This is where you whip out your ingenuitive. Such as the Magos again.
We're definitely gonna need to see some sort of improvement from Easy Clap, which I know they can do because this is Easy Clap that we're talking about, and I know Easy Clap has the potential to do good. We're just gonna have to see something great.
Remember, they took.
I think they're.
To break this May defense, they have 3 minutes.
I think the main thing they have to focus on is helping out Norse, because that man is just getting bullied too much by Noot, and Easy Clap just needs to find some way to stop it so that Norse doesn't die and they lose the team fight.
Oh, we got Sombra goats and May goats. Alright. We were talking about protecting Norse. Ironically enough,
that's definitely good. Basilisk is ready for it. He's on top looking for Norse to boot him in.
That's the same thing they tried last time.
Norse definitely being way more passive this time.
Oh, the late wall from Lux again. Easy Clap doing really well with these push-ins.
They definitely seem to have figured out what to do now.
Yeah,
they just need to execute it. And Lux, he's definitely he's going set up once again. So, and Easy Clap knows this now. They know what's gonna happen. So they have to be aware.
Problem is, like, if they've gotten this far, they're waiting. They lose this fight, they only have.
Lux changing strategy.
Neglect with an aggro pin. Doesn't get punished. Oh my word! Shatter.
Oh.
Save.
Oh.
So my man.
Oh.
Don't say I have 1-2 and take it out.
Oh. That was such a good shatter from Neglect. This man is such a good Ryan, especially for Noot.
You read that.
We said Easy Clap is definitely going to take this, but this is looking like a Noot's map.
I said it
Oh,
was. Oh no, was that a?
that was
That was a really good wall, but so now both teams are kind of split off on their own.
D'Artagnan decides to invest his ult.
There's just like a continuous set of duels happening across the maps. That's not what you
Easy
want from
Clap
those.
actually wins the duel on top against Lux.
And now
and
Zarya
Endless.
isolated.
And
That goes in to help, but Shatter, that was just brutal. Flare is one.
This
They
is-
have to retreat.
this is a clown fiesta. This is such a messy fight that's going on right now.
Aren't you supposed to stay together in goats?
That's the whole point of it, and it does not look good. Norse had Shatter.
Well, with that grab on the neglect just seals the deal. Easy Clap says they are done getting bullied
Easy Clap just wants to take the point.
and everything. And it may have taken them another near 3 minutes, but they have done it.
One thing that we could say is that Noot's Snow Goats is definitely good on Hanamura.
They know how to stall.
They do. It's going to be a real challenge to see if Easy Clap can take the point.
That was 2 team fights won. I want you to keep in mind there were 2 team fights played, and that took 3 minutes to end. Like,
That
Holy
is such a huge system. Basilisk all by himself.
no, but
He
he
is able to be
on the
saved.
low
No,
ground.
that's good teamwork coming up from Newton.
Now they're locked in a grab. They're in the low ground.
Can they dodge? They will be able to.
Luck is about to get a shatter. Can Norse block this one? The team's life is on the line here.
If Newton's teamwork is any signal, I think that Neglect is definitely
They're
going to
back up in the room. Endless is dead.
be. Neglect is
It
going
looks
around.
like it is
Neglect is going around.
over.
Here it comes.
And there it is! Flare down, pinned, D-Mech. Norse is the only tank left, and that is a measly amount of life at that. The team,
No damage.
it is over. Endless throws a grab of defeat, and now there is a monumental task ahead of Easy Clap.
Oh, this is going to be tough.
6.5 minutes. When they got, well, they have to hold 1 point for 6.5 minutes when they lost both points in 1.5 minutes last round. And, I mean, you look at the maps won. Noot's only won a single map. 3 matches. This will be a huge boost to morale. Their second map win. They've gotten a draw, but that doesn't count.
And they didn't even win it by like the tooth of their nail. This is not a close match. This really looks like
This is a
Newt
statement.
just on top of Easy Clap.
Do you think they're gonna try the sim, or do you think it's just gonna be another Goats Fest?
Judging by how Goats v Goats has worked out
Oh.
for Newt on this map, they're definitely gonna stick with what they know works.
That is true, but I'm just wondering, after 3 rounds in a row of not doing so hot on the Goats v Goats, Easy Clap try to spice it up.
Easy Clap's just sticking to what they know, trying to practice what works.
Remember that old clip of like Jane talking about the London Spitfire just go dive? I feel like that's what Easy Clap's been doing with Goats recently. Like, dude, just go Goats, forehead.
And just go Goats. Hasn't been working out well for them so far, and they need to figure out what's wrong and what they need to fix. And I think it all revolves around Norse. Norse is definitely playing more passively. Oh, and he just got booped into the enemy team. That's really unfortunate. It's not looking good for Easy Clap at all. Newt is just having their way with the Norse and just forcing him wherever he wants to go.
Stall game, but even that's over. Can hope for is a draw. Draw with where they have to hold nearly 6 minutes.
And the snowball is definitely looking good right now. Look at how many ults are coming up for Noot.
But
And Easy Clap doesn't have their ult.
yeah, Easy Clap's about to have their full 6.
But I think we mainly have to worry about
toilet for Easy Clap. Like, oh my lord! But North dude.
Noot is able to get out a good shatter. That's a good start for their defense. No ults were used, so except for Spectres and Basil. Okay, I lied. 2 ults were used.
I mean, this is still like, Endless still doesn't have his grab. 3 ults versus 5. But sometimes, you know, when you're on 2 CP defense, you need.
They're going to go up. Ridgeway gonna invest Bun's
Right at
ults.
the point, Neglect is looking for a shatter the moment they push in.
Neglect is definitely looking for something.
Oh, that pin on the Norse dude.
Oh, they don't have a shield.
Oh, that was
C9? C9.
Z9. Oh, not like this. And Noot has doubled their map wins already.
Amazing.
That sounds a lot more impressive when you're not given context. But they did it. Reaching low. The cheeky wave.
That was a good ult.
I mentioned Flare at the start. He is really pulling through. It's not letting me down here.
Well, I mean, if you look at the map, and they just won with 4 minutes with a C9.
But the Diva bombs.
Okay, you convinced me.
Thank you. All right. So we are halfway through, tied up 1-1.
I'm starting to retract my statement of 3-1. Easy Clap. I'm starting to think like Noot's got this. You know.
I'll stick with my 3-2 Easy Clap because, you know, remember that this is Overwatch League map format, and when it comes to Overwatch League, like the golden rule is be good at control maps in one other map. Like looking at Busan, if they can do well on the second control map in round 5, all they have to do is win or the escort.
Well,
but
I'm definitely getting the feeling that Noot was like to wake up because they were definitely close on that Busan map. But when it came for the control map, Noot was definitely at the advantage. It was like watching New York Excelsior versus a mid-tier team like Super Dynasty.
don't say. Thank you for not saying Philly Fusion.
I'm a Philly Fusion fan. Philly Fusion is nothing but top tier for me.
I'm a Philly Fusion fan, and I think everyone knows how I feel about Sato.
Yes,
But
we all know. So we're definitely going to see goats on here. This is such a
my
good
question
map.
is, after that last round, Easy Clap got curb stomped by goats over and over and over again. They picked King's Row, goats map in the game. Their option.
We are going to see some goats coming out from Easy Clap. They're definitely confident in goats, and I know they've been good at it. It's just, I'm not so sure about Norse, dude. I feel like Jason was definitely the better idea, better main tank. Not sure what happened, but I still think Easy Clap got this. It looks like we're actually going to see the Bastion coming out.
Oh, they're trying it. I'll give credit to Noot. They're they feel confident. They want to go for this.
Yeah, not sure how it's gonna work out for them. They're actually gonna teleport to what?
That is the biggest brain thing in these games. Oh, I love this. Oh, I absolutely love this ingenuity. Please, every other.
One has got it on track. He won't let anyone come out.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do as goats? You can't reach the bastion.
That
You
is
just have to-
such that was such a big brain moment. Noot.
Oh, they're all.
I don't even care about their math differential anymore. I want them to win.
They have won my heart with that.
They may have lost the maps, but they have won my support.
Hey, Chengdu.
Honestly,
We actually have a Chengdu. Forgot.
oh, Norris is getting pooped all over the place. Damn.
Oh, but Neglect doesn't have a barrier, so he's basically out of the fight for a few seconds, but that does not matter. Team is pushed in.
I want to draw attention to the fact that
Oh, the BM chatter. Going for the
I want to draw attention to the fact that Neglect and Norse were both booped into the enemy team, and they both were jumping their way back with, you know, very small shield health. But the big difference is that Norse died and Neglect didn't. Like, that's huge. Neglect should have died there.
fire from from Noot. That's a first. Oh, Norse down again. Norse goes down with the barrier from Baz. It doesn't look like they can get any, any trades out, and
Norse dying first again is not looking good for Easy Clap. I remember how we were talking about how Easy Clap has great teamwork, and that's definitely going to triumph Noot's skill. It does not look like that way. It looks like Noot has the teamwork and the skill.
Oh yeah, I would assume that, Jason's out for Memorial Day, so they're playing with the sun. Oh, the counter shatter was denied, and with that, even with the first pick going to Easy Clap, Noot continues to roll.
Norse was way too aggressive. He was going up bounce, and he was ready for a team fight. Neglect just stood there waiting for him to bounce at the right time, and he just pressed Q, and that was 3 of an Easy Clap right out of the gates. It does not look good for Easy Clap. It looks like their mental has been shattered.
Yeah, I think, oh, Endless is down. I think it's over. The Diva Palm off a cliff flare. Oh, your team relied on you. And now
does go down. Oh,
maintain.
Oh, another shatter? How did he get another shatter that quickly?
I mean, you just support, and with that, I'm playing it right now because I want to hear if this is actually the new league best.
The league underdog is looking like it's gonna be Noot. Their time has come.
Like, I've not seen a better King's Row time in so long. Easy Clap got 2 contests in throughout that entire fight. I mean, the entire map. Didn't even feel like a fight. Yet again, Easy Clap goes on to the attack with a monumental task.
Wow.
Do you think they'll even have the, morale to push through for again the same way they did in Hanamura? Or do you think they're just broken?
I think Easy Clap is definitely going to be frustrated at this point. They've been showing signs of just frustration, and I think that Sim Bastion comp, while it may have been strategic, I don't remember anyone ever doing that seriously, so I feel like that's definitely going to be a BM in their minds. So they're definitely going to be frustrated with the fact of how many team fights they're losing, and just the Bastion comp.
See, there's pros and cons to being the underdog and the team expected to win. Like, going in being the underdog, your morale's a little lower because you're kind of thinking you'll lose. But if the underdog starts winning, then the team expected to win, their morale goes down, and that's where Easy Clap is right now. Like, they are caught off guard. They're
They
still
look like such a promising team too.
like, I see no reason to default the goats. They have not won a goats fight in so long. The last time was on point A. Hanamura attack.
That was one map ago. But Noot's taking a weird disengage. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to.
The support
Neglect's going in.
are one, but Norse dude caught. Again,
Okay.
the superior focus fire.
Okay, but this is genuinely.
Oh, the
very
baby diva stagger! Look at Neglect!
Oh,
He's going insane!
oh,
No!
oh no.
Oh, not Flare!
Poor Flair. He's trying to come back.
Oh!
That was a good stagger coming out from Noot. I want to point out something that happened in the last team fight. Neglect was just pushing forward. He was not pressing S. He was just pressing W, and they just let him. Easy Clap just made a gap for him. He was like Moses parting the Red Sea. They just let him do it, and no one died. In fact, Norse died. The other enemy main tank died.
Oh,
That's
that was a good setup attempt from Baz, but Neglect shattered a bit too early. They were all too high to get hit, even if there was no Rhine Shield.
they're not doing good in the
Back.
ultimate economies. Norse actually doing well with the shatter.
But
Oh, he's isolated again.
another hold.
He is
Endless
isolated.
down. Nothing is going the way for Easy Clap. The only thing that, happened good was Diva kept her mech, but Zarya lost her charge.
Noot looks like they're actually poised to take a match. They're about to come up on game point.
Yeah.
If they're able to hold this for 2 more minutes, they are capable
Best
of.
chance Easy Clap might get in. Oh, Ben again. Ben always seems to push in with his barriers. I don't think that is the play. It's like, I don't know.
That's so good, shatter. Oh, but that's a good counter shatter. Neglect
Norse
actually dies for
Shadow,
once.
but drops his shield and gets whip shot, and he was already won. Why would he drop the shield? However,
I'm not sure he's gonna come out because it looks good for Easy Clap. They might actually take a point. But Basilisk is just meleeing the hell out of people, getting a double kill.
that's his Basilisk, he's still alive. No way.
Can they
Poor
shoot?
Basilisk, that took.
He's gonna be able to stall the entire time if no one does anything about him. That's
God. I think he got 4 kills. Team fight. While he was basically 1v6, but his heroics were funny, but not effective.
I enjoyed that. That was a good comedy skit.
That was an understatement.
I'm not so sure if I can say that Easy Clap can refresh in this. They still look really sloppy. That team fight was really sloppy.
Oh, that shatter into a shield. Norse tried to get a predict, but
Left
Neglect.
by himself. But he has the support of his friends. And Norse goes down again.
Another flare bomb. Fine. It looks better.
There goes down. Once again,
Endless got picked. Flare, fly away. No, he's demeched. Flare will be staggered. That looks like another long stall.
I'm just not seeing the teamwork that I saw during the Chengdu Chad match from Easy Clap. They looked like such a great team, and it's just not here anymore. They need to completely turn around. Halftime's already
I
gone.
feel like
If Noot wins this, they go up on match point.
Yeah, like, I think that from what I've seen, Easy Clap has really good teamwork, but they have like a few really notable weaknesses that can be exploited, such as, well, I mean, in this match, Norse, it's a sub main tank. If you have a subbed main tank, that'll almost always be a liability. Tendency to barrier into fights. Noot looked prepared. They back out every time and then they re-engage once it's worn off.
I remember one good disengage from Easy Clap, and that's about it. And every team fight that we've seen from Easy Clap just looks so sloppy.
Team fight number 1. It was.
Norse has a shatter. He might be
Oh,
able to...
all of Easy Clap backing up. What was that? They let Noot retake the corner.
They're reassessing their situation.
Yeah.
Norse has that shatter. He does not want to get pooped because he is invaluable at the moment. Is he gonna use it?
Oh no, the grab. Lux came in.
Norse all by himself. He shatters into the shield.
And the catter shatter, it looks like
Neglect is just outclassing Norse in every way.
I mean, with that said, Neglect died, and Norse is still going in. And
In terms of
will
shatter,
they?
they're almost able to get the point finally, but they're not going to
Went
get
for
the...
the install again, but Easy Clap was not having it.
Look at the time bank compared to Noot's.
Yeah, that is a good. Easy Clap will be lucky if they cap with any time in the bank.
I feel like they're definitely going to go into overtime.
Yeah, I mean, if they cap at all. And have it losing your Zen right then, that's another 15-20 seconds off the clock. Chance now, like any shot.
He's forced all the way back to spawn.
And it's clock energy. Good for Easy Club. I am very low on good things to say for them right now, other than they have a Grav Bomb and Noot doesn't have a beat. That is the best I can offer for them.
Easy Clap is the king of redemption.
Okay.
They might be able to do something. Oh, Claire.
Now Flair has his own Grav Eat this match.
That's still good. That's not bad.
I mean,
This is a good start. Oh, Norse. Oh, no, Norse. No. Oh.
if it works, it works. Treat. However, the shorter spawns mean that Neglect will be back before Norse. And Ben's not doing a taxi. He's staying on point. Have no Reinhardt just yet. It looks like Noot knows this. They're going.
Oh, but D'Artagnan was just melted. That was some good shot calling from Easy Clap.
And I think they pull it off in OT.
They do have a draw available, but that's as far as they're gonna get.
Yeah.
Noot's just making sure that they do get the overtime. They don't really care.
Not even going for like winning. They're going for that tilt factor that comes from having an infinite stall.
Yup.
And with Easy Clap capping, there is still a shot for them to hold.
If there's one battle that Noot has been winning from the start, it is the mental game. I don't know about you, but if I was on a team that was getting wrecked by someone who is 0-3, I would not be okay.
Or they got, like, after losing the close first point on Busan, they come in and 100-0 the second point. But then that close loss on Busan, and they smashed through Hanamura. And now it looks like they're carrying, like they just seem to bounce back and then carry momentum from that win.
My question is, what are they gonna do against the Bastion strat?
Tell me they actually sim Bastion it.
What are they gonna do against it? Flare might be going up. The question is, how are they gonna divert their attention? Get rid of Bun, but at the same time, make
Yeah.
sure Neglect doesn't charge in and
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the sim teleporter before the Bastion physically can teleport.
Oh,
Oh, never mind. She hopped down.
that's not good.
All right.
They're going
There.
for the big bamboozle. Easy Clap hasn't found out that they're gonna go Bastion yet, but they will now. There it is.
And to snipe him, where is Jackie in the back?
Can
He-
Easy Clap do anything?
Taking out, discording the Bastion. They have to focus him down.
Fun is down. Easy Clap's able to actually do something against it. They're making a stand and have a good control of the point.
But that was a great disengage from Noot. They're going to go to traditional goats. They still have an advantage. Plus the nano boost.
And the time. The time looks really good.
Yeah, they have over 3 minutes, a nano boost. They have a man advantage until, well,
And Neglect almost has a shatter. And Neglect is able to do a lot of things. He is nanoed. He is nanoed, but the shatter doesn't get much. Oh, this is looking good for Easy Clap right now.
shadow, but is actually looking really good. And with the ults, they per se they have a chance here to actually hold this. The ultimate advantage. And Noot just doesn't seem to things done.
All right, they're gonna go again. They still have 2 minutes and a half to be able to do something. So I'm not downing their abilities. They just need to do something now, and the ultimate advantage is obviously being won by Easy Clap.
However,
So
that
that's
was a
worse.
very smart action from Noot. They did a rally and their big combo. They only have their 2 support ults left. Noot's about to come in with a grav and a berry of their own. The ultimates are even here.
Fun goes ahead and uses his own ults. Both sound barriers actually come out.
Oh,
That could be in the end.
it might be over. There's no way to stop this Diva Bomb. And
Neglect with a satisfying 2K. Noot going
this
up.
is the super surprising turn of events. I thought Hangzhou Bark was an upset, but going from forfeiting your match to point.
I told you, man, at the beginning, forfeiting your match doesn't do anything on your mental skill. You just blame it on the reason that you had to forfeit, which could be just some, scheduling problem. But losing a match would definitely do more than forfeiting, and Noot is looking like they're back and better than ever.
I feel like you're shoveling BS, but you know what? I'm inclined to buy it. That was such a good presentation.
Thank you. I mean,
Almost
just-
as good as Noot's presentation.
yeah, Noot's presentation of goats, you could definitely learn how to play the goats from them kids.
Remember, heal your Rhine and Reinhardt block shatters. I won't say I'm actually surprised given how well Noot did on Goats versus Easy Clap on Hanamura. Easy Clap picked the Goats map.
I thought Easy Clap could have had this. But Noot's just looking better and better. I gotta say, I'm giving it to Neglect, Bun, and Basilisk for their amazing teamwork, and Dart, Lux, and Meta for...
No, Easy Clap,
Forward.
no, Rialto. You had a shot. You could have played Gibraltar. That map doesn't have goats. Goats, what are you thinking? Oh,
He's trying the best.
of incredible disappointment here. If anything was the downfall of Easy Clap, it was not recognizing Outgoats and picking Goats maps on repeat. I mean, I think they came in with Washington Justice as a joke because they were fully confident they would win and they just wanted to do it as a terrible team, but they're looking like the Washington Justice.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Questionable main tank choices. Or just the main tank who's just getting focused a lot. So that either means that Easy Clap's main tank has problems, or Noot's just making problems for them, which is either way good for Noot.
It would be really, really nice if spectators could break railings.
No, that's all I've been trying to do.
And Noot on attack. I doubt they're gonna stick with anything similar to this.
Me too.
I'm just disappointed. They picked goats.
Well, they're just sticking with what they practice, which is honorable, but at a certain point, it's not working, and you need to find out what's the promise.
I mean, if you're the Vancouver Titans, you don't need to move off goats ever, but
Noot actually looking like the Vancouver Titans.
I mean, no. They picked something other than goats on Kings Row and it worked. So they have some stuff.
Okay, so Shock.
Yeah, Shock. Let's go with Shock.
Yeah, Shock's a good team.
And then
Neglect? I think Neglect got a little cocky there. I don't know why he charged in, but he just took a buttload of damage.
he was just thinking, all right, team, we already win. We go in, we W. He forgot his team doesn't have, like, someone charging 4 times movement speed. He forgot his team can't do that with them.
They're gonna go in again. Hockey already has his ult, so I believe that Easy Clap's already winning the ult economy. Hopefully,
Yeah.
Neglect does not make the same mistake as he did last time.
Well, it looks like they're playing more passive, but Easy Clap is going in, riding that starting advantage that Neglect gave them.
Easy Clap is just being very aggressive, and it looks like it's turning out really well for them.
This is the Easy Clap we saw on Busan. This is the match we were promised by Busan.
Time to raise my CPM.
They're gonna go again. Easy Clap still has that ultimate advantage. They don't even have. Noot doesn't have a defensive ult, and Endless already has that grab, so that's probably gonna be a free wipe for them unless we can count on Lux to eat that. Again, I'm not so sure about his abilities.
I mean,
so
his mech's low. His mech's gone. I don't think he's going to be eating grabs anytime soon. Endless pushes in with full knowledge of that, and their team is caught.
they did have a defensive ult, so Endless went a little too long there.
No. Spectre swings away at Nub until he dies.
Easy Clap just looking so good right now. Neglect is just getting tossed all over the place, and they're not gonna be able to do much. This tight corridor is working well for Easy Clap, and there are no unique strategies that will throw Easy Clap off.
You just have to be better at goats when it comes to pushing here.
Jeez, Neglect taking so much damage right now. The focus on him right now, and Endless just having so much power, and it is just locking on to Neglect.
Forcing them back.
Endless already having another again and using it.
What?
That's not good. Endless just
Spectre had to
basically wasted grab.
Done with that. I'm actually able to say what I've been wanting to say. Easy Clap is like stage 2 Philadelphia Fusion. They aren't playing their good Rhine, but they're still trying to force Rhine goats nonstop. I feel like that's who they are.
They're just probably playing what they have practiced the most, and it's not working out for them, and they're not making the decisions that they need to make to counter Noot.
Look, they're scared of Basilisk. They're not even trying to hold near the bridge. They don't want to get booped. That's their priority.
I won't lie to you, the teamwork that's coming out from Noot is definitely good.
Oh, Flare! Another eat.
That's a good diva right there. Flare is definitely one of my top divas in the league.
Stunned, but gets it off, and Ben gets targeted.
Spectre's stepping up. We're definitely seeing some good out of these fights from Easy Clap. No, Easy Clap there are some bright spots for Easy Clap on this match. You can see Easy Clap had a great defense first point of Rialto. They're coming out with good individual skill plays. Flare eating the grab. Spectre getting that great stun onto Neglect, completely denying his shatter. It's just that they're losing team fight and they don't have much teamwork. It's like what we said at the beginning of the match, but switched.
Yeah.
They're letting Neglect build up such a shot. He's already had another shatter, and he's almost just used his second shatter.
Norse looks like he's going for big angles. Norse tried to go in again. He thought he could trick Neglect. He went on a flank, but Neglect just blocked and shattered the exposed Zen.
Endless is having some questionable shatters. I mean, not shatters, grabs. He would go grab at what he thinks is a weak point, but it barely works out.
He tries to grab like a single target, but sets like he solo grabbed a Zen with ult when his team was down. Like, fight.
That being said, I will say that he has some impressive tracking. And watching him just get good tracking and do a lot of damage to Zarya is very pleasing. That's my one good thing about Endless that I'm seeing from now.
I mean, I can say some other good things. His bubbles have been pretty nice.
I mean, Norse has died first a lot. So, and I'm not sure if I've seen any bubbles from him.
Norse just
But,
doesn't get when the bubble wears off.
I won't deny that he's had some good bubbles that I've seen so far.
Oh, that was
Black making another charge. He's all alone.
I saw that super early bubble. Now Norse is caught out.
That's a good shot. That's a good grab coming from Neglect, from Endless, followed up by a good Diva bomb from Flare. Flare, again, I think he's a pretty good Diva.
He's just had non-stop good bombs.
This is a
Oh,
stagger.
Norse he missed the charge. There went a good 10 seconds of time.
I'm on fire.
Now, finally, Easy Clap is able to make some sort of hold after almost 2 points.
A hold with 3 ults left.
And if you look at the ultimate advantage, Easy Clap should be winning these fights. Let's just hope no mistakes come out and...
yeah, that's what he does with his shatters, just as I mentioned it.
Yep, Norse
Destroyed.
takes a lot of damage and invests questionably.
And, oh my god, did they just grab them off the point? They did! That was insane.
Is that a C9? That can't be a C9. Easy Clap won that fight. I think that's a C9.
Came in, it broke Norse dude's shield. So then, you know, D'Artagnan, he felt confident to go in and grab Norse. And, you know, like a good team, his team grouped up to protect the shieldless Rhine. One guy who needed to be on point the whole time. They forgot the Zen. They forgot anybody. Keep in mind how hard it is at times to cap on Rialto. Past one, but
I'm just... I'm just at a loss for words. I really am. That was a clown fiesta. And not even from any of the teams. Like that was just it was like at the circus and nobody were clowns. I really don't know what to say.
Easy Clap still can goats v goats matchup that they have constantly lost.
They did have a good time on Busan and the beginning of beginning of Rialto. We just need to see them pull through, and
It does look like over time they've gelled with Norse a bit. Like throughout the course of this match, he's been a little more protected. Into map 5, they can win. Is getting to map 5.
If Norse is not punished or out of position, they can do
Oh,
this.
the barrier is destroyed. Neglect's down, but Norse has no shield. Can they finish him?
It's a 5v6. They should be able to go in.
They had to wait to heal the Reinhardt, but Noot does peel out.
They
And
gave
Neglect
the
can't-
time for Noot to disengage and get Neglect back. I'm not sure if that was a great idea.
I think it was pretty smart because like they could have lost Norse otherwise with 1 health and no shield.
I'll tell you one thing. Noot just gave the ultimate economy win to Easy Clap,
Yeah.
investing both Rally, which did send them back, and Shatter, which didn't get anything that could have been saved.
Now Norse has one. He is looking for another shield shatter.
Did he get anyone? Blair again?
Hold on. Yeah, that is the second grab this map. I feel like he's eaten.
That's another grab eaten. What are these divas? Are they on Overwatch steroids?
That was 3 grabs.
2 grabs in under a minute.
You mean 2 grabs in under a quarter of a minute?
Yeah, that was huge. Amazing skill coming out from these divas. Able to eat those grabs. Easy Clap still winning.
Is it the Divas or the Zaryas? You have to ask.
Endless and Dart, I believe, are okay Zaryas.
And they've been doing fine, but like, you know,
I was watching Lux. I don't know, I was watching Endless, and he just pressed Q. So I'm guessing the positioning wasn't that great, but you know,
I
Lux
think
being in the right place at the right time.
it might have caught on to him always trying to go for that opportunistic 1-man in the back grab.
Ooh, Lux! Endless almost had his ult, and Lux just sent him flying, but Neglect also goes.
I do think that, you know, in the short run, the Rhine dying was important, but like the Zarya losing her charge haunt them when they try to push around the final corner here.
Endless can definitely do a lot with his charge. And we just gotta wait for him to build it back out. It's looking really good for both sides. Pretty even in terms of ultimate economies. Easy Clap can, you know, get this out pretty good. They're coming on a Diva bomb.
I feel like
Diva
both
grab.
are saving up support, saving up the grab bombs. They have the
Lux?
Oh my god, Lux! That's
Again?
this map. Lux is at 4.
Three
Ow.
grabs eaten, I think.
Yeah, 2 this map, but he has 1 on him and 1 on
That's
kick.
2 grabs eaten this map for both divas. 3 grabs in total. That's out.
Wait, whoa! Look at Neglect. Look at Neglect.
Or Neglect?
He's hiding in a kayak behind their team.
Oh. Oh no. Oh, he was spotted. But he still got it on.
Oh no!
Shatter, but
Oh!
act on it.
On his own kayak, the entirety of Easy Clap is low. Get out with her life. That's the question. No, she can't.
Meta is just clicking heads at this point.
Noot is just having fun with them. Good time. And if the team's having a good time playing a competitive game, you know it's probably not pretty for the other side. He's actually...
Neglect is it's doing a bumper thing, but Ben
Ben did
Ben.
punish...
Ben did a Ben thing.
I feel like, you know, sometimes you spy check for Sombras. This time around, you got a spy check for the Reinhardt.
I think those frogs are pretty dangerous too.
Ben won his team to fight here, but the beat, will he try to push in with a beat again? Because
Are they gonna give him this point? Is Neglect will be able to contest at one point, but I think he was just a bit too late. Yeah, Noot was just off the point.
all the staggers.
Basilisk! Once again, Basilisk, the final member on the team, and he's just screwing with Easy Clap. He's able to get Spectre out of the game, so it's gonna be a 5v6.
We're at that time of the day again.
Yup, let's see them all use him at the same time. Can't wait.
Rally, grab bomb, hammer down,
Transcendence.
across the map. Thing held on.
There are 3 ults remaining, 2 for Norse, Noot, and 1 for Easy Clap.
Oh, dear.
That was 9 ults, and no one died before those 9 ults were used.
Okay, I feel like Noot can get the hole here.
They're going for it. They're definitely going for it. And Ben is down.
Yeah, that Ryan getting picked off by a reckless neglect charge actually came to haunt them.
You just have to hope that Noot will not C9 like Easy Clap did. Or didn't. It's still on the table whether they C9. It's close though. This is definitely going to be a fight. Neglect has the shatter and he uses it. That is huge. They're all on the floor.
And
My God.
now, one fight left. Chance.
Neglect going for the teabag.
Issue here is, look, has another grab bomb. They only have a transcendence. That doesn't protect you from Diva Bomb.
Yes, but Flare and Lux have been on top for having snacks this round, so we might see something coming out.
Will have to come up huge. In order
Flare
for...
or Lux.
Oh!
Oh!
In the 11th hour, he shows up.
Can Lux get it off before anything? Nope.
3 bombs. Flare gets his bomb.
Lux is taken out.
Basilisk.
Looks like we're gonna have another round unless Noot can pull off something.
Noot, they didn't get any picks. They didn't kill anyone in the 5v3. Neglect is back. The rest of the team's back on their stall heroes.
Oh,
There
Reaper's
is
out.
Neglect with
Oh,
the
that's a huge shatter.
over.
Oh no, no.
There's,
Is Easy Clap choking?
I think it's been choked. Oh, nope.
No. They still have a chance here.
What can we say? This is a clown fiesta, boys. We
And there's the Reaper. Oh, this seals the deal.
That is the only way it could have ended. Round, good game. Noot takes it 3-1. Hey, on the bright side, at least they got play the game again. I think they've gotten play the game every match, right? Tom's won
No. Is
play
it
the
Easy
game
Clap?
on Mora and Busan, the Ben Boops.
That was such a great game. Alright. Wow. I am just beyond words. Noot looking so good, or is Easy Clap just looking so bad?
I think it was Noot turning it around. You were right about the forfeit. You know, we said that our talent doesn't win games, but a lot of plays from Baz and Bun, and especially Neglect, that all of those added together led to.
They were definitely able to punish Norse a lot, and that gave them such a huge advantage in the team field. We're actually going to be interviewing Neglect from Noot.
All right.
So we're going to be bringing him in soon.
Real quick, I just realized, like, throughout the entirety of that, did we even comment on the Zens? I feel like we ignored the Zens.
We did not comment on the Zens. I think we were just taken aback by the
By the Rhine fights in general.
yeah. Because I got to say that
oh,
those are pretty good right
Oh,
now.
Zenyatta's, you both did passably. You didn't get any huge plays, but you didn't get, you didn't do any huge feeds either. Y'all did fine. Zens.
Let's bring in.
Rolled them on Hanamura. We rolled them on. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Welcome
I was in the middle of something, yo.
I'm so sorry without the further notice, dude.
Can I bring a
But-
partner?
You know what?
Give me Dart.
Yeah, go ahead.
Give me Dart. Give me Dart.
Okay. Just this once. Don't tell my bosses. We were gonna bring in Dart. Let's bring in Dart.
Yes.
All right, Rory.
Hello.
Just this once.
Partner
Just this
tribe.
once. We're gonna have two
Hello.
guys. We're gonna interview Dart and Neglect for their first
Easy.
win in the
Woo!
League Zero.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys!
Quadruple.
What
Let's go!
a performance!
Easy
How are you feeling right
clap. What?
now? How are you feeling right now?
They straight up
Pretty
got
hype.
clapped.
Pretty hype.
No cap.
We got
was
clapped,
such-
no cap.
That was such a good game for you guys. I gotta say, Neglect, you were on top with these shatters. D'Artagnan, the damage was just out there.
My man.
Like, what was going on in your head after you down Busan? It was not looking good for you. Your teamwork was a little shaky. How did you turn it around? Like, what happened?
It was our first map. Okay. We weren't warmed
Yeah.
up yet. All right.
Yeah.
We had to feed on their souls. And
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
got us juiced up.
You fed
Yeah.
on
We
their
had to
souls.
shake the crust off.
Exactly.
You just mentally reset.
I took
Yeah.
a physical shower and I was ready.
A shower. That's your.
Yes.
He's taking a
Neglect
lesson
took an
from Jay
actual
Jonah,
shower.
kids.
I took an actual shower
Yeah.
before the match. Let's
Take
go.
a shower before a match, and
I
you
cleaned off the rust.
I chugged a Red Bull. That's
chug the Red Bull.
Yo, I chugged a
can
Rockstar.
respect that.
All right,
Yeah.
let's ask the question everyone has. How did you come up with that Kings Row Bastion strat? Where was that? Did you do that
EU
yourself?
coach.
That was Baz. That wasn't ads. That was Baz.
Oh, it was Baz? Oh, okay. It was
Baz
Baz.
has a brain on him.
Yeah.
Except
he
when he
has,
feeds
like-
on Lucio. He knows what he's doing though.
yeah.
I gotta ask, like, what was your key strategy? Who did you focus on the most? Because
So we knew they like to bubble their Rhine early. So once we saw the bubble, we just bubbled me and we just sped amped onto the Rhine and he just got deleted. Easy.
Endless is a thrower, and
Exactly.
Norse was feeding. So,
So easy.
easy.
definitely
No cap.
that's them some fighting words, and it's not like Easy Clap can fight back anymore.
Haha.
I gotta say, like, what was the who do you give, besides obviously yourselves, who do you give the most props to for helping you get that first pick on Ryan? You think Bun was the biggest help, or you're gonna give it to Basilisk for the boops?
I give
Ooh.
it to Baz.
I'd give it to Baz too.
Baz is a
Baz.
nuts player.
Baz
Yeah.
definitely on point with. And
He's the one that pointed that out too. He knew everything, man.
Oh my! Why didn't we bring in a plat chat player? That would have been nice.
Yeah. Get Dart out of here. Get him out.
I mean,
Bring Baz
we.
in. Dart, I don't like you
Let's-
anymore.
let's
Get out. I want Baz.
entirety
Wow.
of the Noot team to celebrate. How
I
about
say we should do that. Yeah, can we sub Dart for Baz?
Yep,
So-
get him in here. Get him in here.
no.
No.
Get
Hard
all
deck
of
got
'em.
enough rules for having this.
Now we're going to Disneyland.
Heck yeah, dude.
What is your plan? You guys we're down 0-3, bringing it back. You're 1-3 now. Do you still think you have the chance to make it to playoffs? And if
Always.
so,
I think any
How do
team
you
has
think
a
you're
chance
gonna
to
do
make the playoffs.
Like, but
We're
I-
just
Sorry, go ahead.
what? Go.
You go.
Alright. No,
I'll go.
look at the synergy.
I'll go. All right. So before, right, we didn't really have our roster locked down, and like our DPS were always no shows during scrims. I think we had like half a scrim with our legit starting 6. So as soon as we dropped like the people who weren't consistent and making scrims and got people in who could play, I think we started looking good.
All right.
Yeah, I'm super hyped because I was a free agent and I was like, no, I'm not gonna get picked up. And then they DM'd me. I was sitting in class and then I checked my phone and I get a DM and they're like, are you still looking for a team? And I just like mash yes on my keyboard.
Yeah. We still should have picked you up, you trash idiot.
Oh, okay. Grab every
super,
pack, by the way.
Super and
Easy,
Sinatra, everyone.
Easy.
Y'all were not trash enough to. Well, y'all were definitely not trash. I mean, that was the league fastest cap on Hanamura, and then the
Speed
league
run.
Yes.
bro. You did those.
Are you?
How did y'all pull off the fastest? Like, what was your game plan going into Hanamura attack?
Roll.
Yeah, so
Roll.
we figured
Cool.
out like how they were using their bubbles and how they were like fucking up their bubbles. So
Oh,
as soon as we figured that out, like it was like a night and day change where we basically just rolled over them after that because we figured it out.
Yeah, like if you go back and look at the VOD on Hanamura, like our first attack, you'll see that like endless use bubble when we weren't even like in choke yet on the Rhine. So then we just sped amp onto him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest brainest strats players of them all, Noot, coming up with
Yeah.
the Bastions of Strap and Kings Row, the best Hanamura strat, just roll them.
Yep.
I gotta say, guys, you're easily becoming my favorite team of the league.
Heck yeah.
Are you guys think that you're gonna roll the rest of the league?
Oh yeah.
All right, I
I'm
wouldn't say
definitely hoping
roll.
for it. We, ladies and gentlemen, we got a fucking league. Thank you very much, D'Artagnan and Basilisk, for joining us.
You mean
Wait, whoa,
Baz.
whoa.
Hey, all right, Baz, the main tank. See
Yeah,
ya.
I'm Baz. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you very much,
Baz
D'Artagnan.
outta here.
Neglect. My bad, ladies and gentlemen. D'Artagnan and Neglect for joining us. I hope you guys having a great time. Go back and celebrate with your team.
Have a
Just
fantastic rest of your season.
Good
job.
Great game,
Can I
guys.
quote Bun real quick?
Okay.
Quote him.
We're not playing Overwatch. We're speedrunning. Easy.
That's a nice
All
note
right,
to
you
end
guys have a good one.
All right, GG's.
Yep.
Man.
GG's.
I accidentally left.
on. Welcome
All right.
back.
All right, that was such a good one. Are we still streaming? Okay. Let's just thank you for everyone for joining us at League Zero. Tune in tomorrow or next week if you want to catch tomorrow for the Novice Division. Next week for another Advanced Division match.
Remember
God, what a
to
match!
support Plat Chat.
Anything you want to say before we get off?
To support Plat Chat.
Support Plat Chat tomorrow. Novice. I think they're fighting a team. Don't know who. Don't care. But
Cap.
wish them
That,
luck.
care, double cap. We gonna win.
All right, they're fighting double cap. They'll easily
Great,
win.
exciting match right there.
Not first win ever.
I cannot
Actually gonna do good.
wait to see y'all again.
This has been Payne and my partner
EQO.
signing off. Thanks for everyone for joining us. Good night.